Hello, my name is Alex Henderson. My clone number is 2288, and my protein name is probable serine threonine protein kinase WNK3. The biological process that my protein is involved in is called signal transduction, and signal transduction is the process by which a chemical or physical signal is transmitted through a cell as a series of molecular events, and this ultimately leads to a cellular response. As the signal travels down a specific pathway, it becomes amplified through the cell, and then cells begin to communicate with one another, and eventually the signal spreads throughout the plant. The molecular function of my protein is kinase activity, and kinases are unique in that they always phosphorylate something, and in this case, the protein kinase phosphorylates a target protein. So think of it as a gift. Protein kinase is attaching that phosphate group to the target protein so that the protein can send signals all around the plant. This makes sense then when we say that the cellular location of my protein is the plasma membrane and the cytoplasm. So you see here a little image of a plasma membrane with a phospholipid bilayer, and those proteins are usually embedded into the membrane. So you expect that the kinases are going to surround the membrane and be around the cytoplasm so they can do their job properly. The major tissue location is also important because the protein kinase is around the entire plant. Wouldn't it make sense that a protein with a really important job is available throughout? And here's just an image of the giant ragweed plant that we've been studying, and it really is important to understand the function of this protein so that way we can understand this plant better. You're probably wondering, now why is this protein important to giant ragweed male flowers? Because that's what we're trying to get at here. This protein specifically aids in the regulation of flowering time, how the plant responds to light, when it chooses to flower, as you know, is mostly in mid-August with pollen levels peaking around early September. This protein kinase is important with photoperiodism and the response of an organism to the seasonal changes of the differences in light throughout the seasons. So of course it's going to be important to a plant who relies on the seasons to figure out when it's going to flower. Now here's the real question. Does this protein cause allergies like this guy suffers from in this stock photo? Well, the answer is no, not directly. Indirectly maybe, but that's just because it's a part of a giant ragweed plant that causes allergies in a ridiculously large percentage of people. So let's wrap things up. Here's my protein name, and you might be asking yourself, I wonder what WNK stands for. Well, enjoy this little dog in a Santa hat winking as I explain it to you. So WNK stands for with no lysine. Lysine has an abbreviation of the letter K. The lysine involved in ATP binding is either not conserved or it just differs from other kinase family proteins. So here are my sources, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for listening.